We have multiple New York Yankees updates that have fans very concerned about this team going forwards, as Aaron Boone now will look at a roster that is a little bit easier to make decisions on, but for all the wrong reasons, as the New York Yankees now also really have one position they're going to have to target heavily at the trade deadline as well. And we're going to break all this down. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Yankees Digest. It's Chris here, and we're going to jump right into things as always. Guys, if you're part of that 74% that's not subscribed to Yankees Digest, make sure to subscribe for daily videos like this. We're having a bunch of fun on this channel this summer, doing a whole lot of New York Yankees content that you do not want to miss out on. All that being said, let's jump into the video. There's a lot to go over. As Aaron Boone mentioned, that Joe Torre did say that stuff like when you have too many players for your starting lineups and stuff, that will usually work itself out. Now, unfortunately, Joe Torre was absolutely correct about that, as the New York Yankees are now dealing with a terrifying injury to Austin Wells. And frankly, this is one of the weirder injuries that we've seen in recent years, and definitely made me a little bit uncomfortable when I read it. Not the most ideal thing to see happen to anyone, as it was revealed by Brian Hoke that Austin Wells has been undergoing testing for a circulatory issue in his left hand, according to Aaron Boone. All results have been encouraging, though. According to Boone, Wells is not expected back in the lineup until Wednesday. And Wells did say that, or Hoke did say about Wells, that he had a more invasive test during yesterday's game involving an artery near his groin, meant to rule out a blood clot or an aneurysm. Aaron Boone said that the tests didn't reveal any concern, and Austin Wells said that there is damage to an artery in his index finger, likely from repeated impacts of catching pitches, saying, "I wasn't too worried, but I just wanted to make sure. It just gets cold and changes colors. Now I know it's nothing life-threatening." So, I mean, Austin Wells seeming a little bit relaxed on something like that that could have been life-threatening, but clearly it wasn't, so that's the good news. Austin Wells, I mean, look, when you're a catcher, it's just such an unnatural position you're going to be in, especially catching balls for over 100 pitches a day, just having that hit your hand. It's going to hurt. You're going to deal with some impact stuff from it, and we're seeing that right now with Wells. Luckily, it seems like he's not going to be out for too long, and that is a relief. I know Wells is not at the greatest season, but we don't want him to be hurt, and two, he is still the catcher of the future, according to most people. I know some fans want him traded now because he's having a slow year. I think Wells is going to bounce back perfectly fine. I'm a big fan of Austin Wells' game, and I think he is going to get there. Now, Wells, on the season, obviously has not been great. He's got a .214 batting average with 11 home runs and 49 hits. He's got an OPS of .669, an OPS plus of 93, and a slugging percentage of .424. Definitely down from the production that we saw last season from Wells, but still, he is not having a bad year, or he's not having a terrible year by any means. Obviously, he does need to clean some stuff up, but remember, he's a young guy. He's still new to the MLB. It's not like everyone's going to come out and instantly show up and show out for their team. So there is just a real world that Austin Wells is just needing a moment to kind of figure everything out, and it's a weird season for the Yankees. His role has changed a whole lot when it comes to where he's hitting in the batting order. That definitely can throw you off as well. But I do like Austin Wells' production. Obviously, in the playoffs last year, it was not good as well. However, I do trust that Wells can easily get back to that production. But right now, when Wells is out, we're seeing Ben Rice start to catch again, and it's awesome to watch. Rice on the season, the numbers have come very much down to earth since that start he had. He's got a .233 batting average. He has an OPS of .807, a slugging percentage of .479, an OPS plus of .124. He's been good. He's got 29 RBIs, 14 home runs, 3 stolen bases. He's a very good base runner for a catcher. And Ben Rice was the Yankees' premier DH until Giancarlo Stanton returned, but now with Stanton back, that is going to open up more opportunities for Rice to be the catcher and for Stanton to be that DH spot. And at the same time, JC Escarra will also see some more reps at that catching position as well. And Escarra, it's been limited, but he's been good when he's come in. I mean, he's got a .246 batting average and a .753 OPS and OPS plus of 111. Escarra has come out and he's been very good for the Yankees. As we know, he came out of nowhere. Man was an Uber driver not that long ago, but now he is on the New York Yankees. He's catching, and he's been very productive for them. I like the way that we've seen Escarra pitch I like the way we've seen Ascar catch thus far, and it's been productive, and I do want to see where this keeps going. Obviously, since Rice wasn't catching all year, it is kind of rough to throw him in on a daily basis, but they do have Ascar who could take over. Now, if Wells is back come Wednesday like expected, then yeah, it will be interesting to see what happens going forwards. But also, you don't necessarily have to instantly bring him back if you want to let Wells get some rest as well. We're going to see what happens, because obviously the Yankees do have 3 catchers on the roster. Now, Rice can be a first baseman. He can be a DH. Obviously, any of them can be a DH, but Rice is the one who's really playing a fielding position that's not catcher. Wells has the ability to play first base as well. He's the catcher, so he's not going to as much. That's going to be more Ben Rice. However, it is going to be interesting to see how the rest of this sort of does develop and unfold. Meanwhile, Stanton does get more reps at that DH spot, and thus far, he's not really been great to start the year. He's only had 34 at-bats, so it's really nothing to be concerned about at all. He's got 8 hits. He's batting with a .235, which is fine. He had a similar batting average last year. The OPS is not there at all right now. He's been yet to hit a home run. He's got 2 RBIs, but he's yet to hit a home run. He's got a .580 OPS, a 66 OPS plus, a slugging percentage of .265, and an on-base percentage of .316. For the record, I don't think Stanton is all of a sudden washed up at all. I don't think that's what's happening. Stanton, after getting injured, does take a while to get things going, and I really do believe he is going to get things going as time goes on this season. Once these reps get consistent, I do believe that Giancarlo Stanton is going to get back to normal Giancarlo Stanton production. However, someone who we're going to have to wait a while for to see normal production out of is this man right here, Fernando Cruz. As you may have seen when the first graphic went in here, this popped up for a second. Fernando Cruz has a high-grade oblique strain, according to Aaron Boone. It's going to be some time till Fernando Cruz, or until he gets back, essentially. As Fernando Cruz sustained his oblique injury warming up with a medicine ball in the weight room, according to Aaron Boone. And Cruz has an MRI scheduled to determine the severity of the issue, but he is expected to be out for a while with this oblique strain. So we're going to be yet to see Fernando Cruz, who has struggled with injuries mightily, especially recently after having a really hot start to the season. Similar to Ben Rice, he did come back down to earth a little bit, but Cruz was still a solid player in a lot of ways, and he absolutely was. The whip was great. He wasn't allowing to the hits, and he was striking everybody out. He had 54 strikeouts in 33 innings. He had 2 saves as well, pitched in 32 games, and had a 3 ERA. Now, Yankee fans are not incorrect about the fact that you can't pitch Fernando Cruz every night, or this is what's going to happen to a 35-year-old who you're just throwing out there every night. But at the same time, he was good for them. It's likely he'll be able to come back at some point this season, but we're not going to see Fernando Cruz pitching for the Yankees for the foreseeable future, which does suck because Cruz has been awesome. The Yankees are going to have to figure out who they're going to call up for the more full-time, but right now we've seen it be Jeff Hartlieb. As of right now, Hartlieb has yet to pitch a game for the Yankees, has pitched 64 games in his career with a 7.37 ERA, a -1.5 WAR, and a WHIP of 1.866. So obviously Hartlieb has been the greatest pitcher in history of Major League Baseball thus far, but there is a chance that he actually can get things going. I mean, Yankees believe in him. The strikeout numbers aren't bad, so we'll see what happens with Hartlieb once he gets in there. We know that Matt Blake is a miracle worker, so he might see something in Hartlieb. He probably does. They probably do see something in Hartlieb, or, you know, he wouldn't be in the major leagues with them right now. So it'll be interesting to see how this all works out. I'm excited to see how the Yankees can sort of bounce back from this. Obviously, having Austin Wells back will be important. Kind of also figuring out what this lineup's going to look like so you know what can happen during trades is going to be important. The Yankees very clearly are going to need to go for a bullpen, though. No doubt about it. You need to get another bullpen arm. Fernando Cruz is out for a while. Yarborough's dealing with some injury stuff. You do, at the trade deadline, you need to target that bullpen. You need to get some problem solvers in there. And I think they will. The Yankees are pretty good at going for bullpen guys, so that's not something I'm too worried about. I think it's more we're just going to have to be waiting for it to happen, but it'll certainly happen. I'll toss some potential names at you guys in a future video as well. I hope you guys enjoy this one. I hope you guys will enjoy the next one, and the one after that, and the one after that, and all the ones after that from me and Alex. Hopefully you guys are having a fun time if you're subscribed to the channel. If you're not subscribed and you're enjoying these videos, make sure to subscribe. It's completely free. Thank you for all the constant support. It means a lot. Into July we go. It'll be a fun month for baseball stuff. Gonna have a great time. I'm gonna go to a bunch of Yankee games as well. I'll definitely post on YouTube, on some YouTube posts or something. If you want to come say hi to the Yankee game, I'll kind of let people know where I'm at. If you don't want to say hi to me, or you want to throw things at me, then I don't know. I probably won't tell you because I don't want things thrown at me. Have a great day, and go Yankees, guys.